Dear all, welcome to a new video on how to present the technical seminar effectively. Today I am going to discuss about one of the technical seminar topic, namely analysis of partial shading effect on the performance of solar PV panel. First and the foremost, the student need to follow the format which is prescribed by the college or university. You have to mention the name of department, college, place, then name of the state and country. Do mention the emblem effectively. The title should be attractive. It should be readable. You have to write legible. Who is going to present, you have to mention. And who is going to guide. Everything should be mentioned very clearly. And do mention the slide number also. Remember, the slide number should be mentioned very clearly, and the number of slides should be restricted to maximum 15 slides. Don't go beyond 15 slides. And also the content which you are going to write in the slide should be precise. Those who are wanted to see the points, it should be very clearly mentioned. Don't be elaborated. In your technical seminar report, all the points need to be elaborated. But in case of technical seminar PPT or presentation slide, it should be restricted. That is very important. And the font which you are going to use should be Calibri font. Regarding the introduction, maximum points should be restricted up to 4 points. You try to speak more in spite of reading the PPT. Better speak more. Better to have an interaction. Better to have a discussion type. And some of the technical term can be underlined like this by using the different shades so that it gets attention. Some it will capture the attention. So this is the main theme of the particular topic. So I'm talking about the partial shading condition. So those who are observing the PPT, they will understand the student is speaking about partial shading condition. So likewise, you can able to highlight, you can able to go for italics, underline, etc. And you have to mention the objectives very clearly, why the topic is required. To, for example, to understand the impact of partial shading in solar PV system, to model the PV panel under partial shading condition, to compare the partial shaded condition and the normal condition. These are the major objectives of presenting the seminar. Afterwards, do mention a particular block diagram, the condition of partial shading. For example, the shadow of buildings, tree, etc. that will be causing the partial shading. You can clearly mention. So this gives more attention. You can able to elaborate. So a few portion of the PV panel is getting shaded. Because of that, the partial shading will be formulated. So that affects the performance of PV panel severely. Later on, you can able to mention what and all the literature you have gone through, and what are the information you have collected. So what are the different papers, different books which helps you to identify the problem definition and information related to the topic. These topics helps to maintain the proper information, convey proper information to the audience, that you have to mention very clearly. And whichever you wanted to highlight, you can able to highlight. That will be very useful for presenter. The student or presenter can able to identify which topic he or she wanted to present effectively. Later, you can able to mention about the technical content. That is, what is a partial shading? You can mention the definition and you can mention the impact. Okay, maximum 4 points should be restricted in a PPT. Later on, you can able to model. You can go ahead with any type of mathematical model. It gives more weightage. If you undergo any kind of simulations or any type of technical analysis, it has more weightage. Remember that in spite of explaining theory, if you do more analysis, it is having more weightage. Try to add such kind of analysis. And you can mention the waveform very clearly, and you can speak about the modeling of PV panel in this particular context. Afterwards, you can speak about partial shaded condition with a better simulation. If you show the simulation, then it is one of the best method to convey the audience. They will understand the real time. What is the major impact of partial shading? And you can able to compare the waveform. This is actually with partial shading, and this waveform is without partial shading. The diagram is self-explanatory. This diagram itself reveals that the impact of partial shading, the power output get reduced. You cannot able to expect such kind of power from the PV panel. So it is one of the major impact of partial shading that you can able to observe very clearly from this particular diagram. And also the real-time analysis, it gives more weightage. If you are having a short videos less than 1 minute, you can able to play. So that is also capture more attention. These are the data which the student has collected during the time of project or any type of activities. The same thing he's going to present in his technical seminar. So that capture more attention. Without shading and with shading, you can able to have a comparison. And the practical analysis can be done with the help of any of the software by using Excel or any type of documentation software like MS Office or any type of software. You can able to plot the graph and it can be displayed. So during without shading and with shading, 50% shading, you can have a suitable comparison. And also how to overcome the impact of partial shading. There are different methods. You have to mention about different methods like string arrangement, bypass diode, MLPES, then solar power optimizer. You can able to mention the impact of partial shading and how to overcome that particular methods. That is also having more weightage because you are pointing out one problem definition, and you are mentioning that how to resolve the issues. This can be utilized for your project also. And finally, you have to mention the references, as many references as you can. Maximum 15 references can be added. And whatever you are mentioning the topic, for example, I'm going to mention about partial shading. So do mention the reference title, like by using the square bracket, you can able to mention. That is also having a good quality of a particular presentation. Especially in report, it is mandatory. You have to highlight where you are going to refer that particular paper. The information about the particular paper should be highlighted very clearly. And finally, you have to mention references. And before that, you have to mention the conclusion. References can be done after conclusion. Okay. In that conclusion, you have to explain with the proper values and you have to mention about the solution. Okay. You can mention the impact of partial shaded condition. Finally, you can convey the thanks to the audience, those who are listening to you properly. Okay. These are the basic information how to present it effectively. I would like to show you some another example. You can use any type of templates. While selecting the template, make sure that the background should be bright. Okay, white background should be chosen or light background. Okay, then only it will be attractive. So title has to be mentioned very clearly. Step-up converter based solar power optimizer for DC distribution system. First of all, you have to mention the content of presentation. That is also one of the good idea. If you mention the content of presentation, the audience will come to know that the presenter will be covering so and so topics. Definitely, it will capture attention. And introduction. Better you have to highlight some particular point. Do the justification properly. The equal justification is preferred. And also the block diagram, proper block diagram. So what is the importance of solar power optimizer? You have to explain how solar power optimizer helps to overcome the impact on the partial shading, some that poor tracking accuracy. Such kind of problem will be overcome with the help of solar power optimizer. What are the major components of solar power optimizer? That also can be explained. And this is a main block diagram or main circuit diagram of the particular converter. In that optimizer, there are two segments. One is converter, other will be MPPT control. That you have to explain very clearly. And you can, if you want, you can able to mention the working of the particular configuration. It is not mandatory. Whenever you are mentioning like T1, T subscriptive 1, you have to mention like C1 means C subscriptive 1. D1 is D1, you can able to mention like D subscriptive 1. Likewise, you can use the subscriptive. Okay. Subscript and superscript should be used effectively. Then proposed converter features. If you want, you can able to mention the Roman numbering or else bullets. Bullets is also okay. Then operating principle, if you want, you can mention. Otherwise, you can able to explain with the help of circuit diagram. And the modes of operation should be explained very clearly. Each and every mode, what is going to happen. And finally, you have to mention that which mode of operation is preferred for the converter. So converter is a part of solar power optimizer. Which mode you are going to prefer? Okay, likewise, you have to mention, type the equation by using equation editor. So that is more attractive rather than directly typing in PowerPoint or some other software. So you can use the equation editor. Okay, so that will capture more attention. Do mention the equation number also. So this is the way how to mention the modes of operation. Later on, you can go ahead with the steady state analysis. Here also, you have to mention the equation effectively. The importance of each and every equation you have to mention very clearly. If you want, you can able to put a separate block diagram for the equations. And a graph should be mentioned very clearly. So what will happen, for example, the duty cycle versus gain versus duty cycle. This is a graph showing gain versus duty cycle. If possible, conduct a simulation on that particular converter and you can able to plot the same graph by your own. that carries more weightage. If you want, you can show the Simulink model also. Okay, finally, the design. The design should be explained very clearly. How do you design a particular converter which is having the input in the range of 2 to 40 and the output is in the range of 400 volt? How to design? First of all, computation of the gain, and from that you will be calculating the number of turns. So likewise, you are going to do the analysis. And later you are going to calculate the value of capacitor, the coupled inductors and switched capacitors. How do you calculate the coupled inductor and switched capacitors? Then experimental result, whatever the author has done, you can able to highlight. Okay, these are all the expected experimental result. If you present in a better manner, somebody will get the idea to conduct a project. That is also more useful. You are doing a useful things if you present a seminar effectively. Finally, you can mention the conclusion. What is the advantages of the solar power optimizer? So you can able to compare the solar power optimizer with some other type of devices, and you can make the analysis with the help of the values, with the practical values. That is also having more weightage. And the references has to be mentioned very clearly. The first references should be your base paper. Whatever the paper you have referred for collecting the information, that should be the first paper. And finally, you have to thank for completion. You have to thank the audience and those who helped you to complete the project directly or indirectly. These are all the contents you can able to mention. And there are 30 slides, but don't take that much of time. You can manage modes of operation, everything can be managed effectively. So don't take more than 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, you have to conclude your presentation. Another 5 minutes will be for question and answer, discussion, open discussion, etc. Okay, so this is the way how to present it effectively. Remember that your voice should be audible to others, audience. It should be very clearly audible. And you have to explain such a way that it should be just like an interactive type. Don't go ahead with the monologue talk. It's a dialogue actually. You have to speak with the audience, and some time for question and answer. Everything should be utilized effectively. Okay. So don't be present in a monotonous manner. That is another suggestion. Okay. Before presenting, you better take the printout of the abstract, and you can circulate it with the members, those who are evaluating your seminar. So these are all the basic tips which will be helping you to complete the technical seminar successfully. If you are having any queries, you can put up in the comment box. Finally, thank you for watching this video.